Today I'm talking about being in a spiritual rut. When I was a kid, we had this old 51 Ford pickup, red with the black fenders, and we take that out in the field. My dad was a rice farmer, and sometimes it would get really soaking wet out there with the rain, and we'd be going along with this old pickup, and we get into these big old deep ruts. These ruts that were maybe sometimes up to 2 or 3 feet deep. And one time we just got stuck out there in the middle of nowhere, and we got high centered with some dry ground in the middle, and it was wet ground on both sides, and we couldn't do a thing, so we had to get out and start walking. Well, sometimes we get into ruts just that same way, ruts in our spiritual way of being. But little children don't get that way. As it says in the Bible, come unto me as a child. And they did an interesting study where they take children and they put a mirror up in front of them. And these children are about 7 or 8. And when they're 7 or 8, they look at the mirror and they're playing with themselves in the mirror. And then they came along and they take a napkin and they wipe their nose and put a little black mark on their nose. And the children at 7, 8, and 8, they start wiping their nose when they look at the mirror again. And then they took some kids that are about 4, 3 and a half, and they did the same thing. They put the mirror up in front of them, and they looked at themselves and moved around. Then they took the mirror away, and then they went and wiped their nose, and they put a black mark on their nose. Then they brought the mirror back, and then they reached out and touched the mirror like it was, wow, that's me out there. There's something. And they were not actually touching their nose. It was as though it was not an ego involved. They were part of everything. So little children are really not connected to the fact that they are separate from everything. They're connected to the fact that they are part of everything, and they do not get into that spiritual rut idea of being sad, being lonely. They see everything around them and they laugh about it. They see everything around them and they smile and they enjoy life to the fullest. And it's about us taking in everything around us and allowing ourselves to be just at peace and play. And I was watching a movie last night, and these people were having a food fight and throwing things. And boy, when was the last time you had a food fight? Sometimes we take life way too seriously. It's about enjoying every second we're alive. So reach up and grab spirit and allow yourself to be happy right now and out of that rut. Enjoy love, peace, and happiness. Bye.